Hello, I'm Dr. Alexandre Amato, a vascular surgeon at the Amato Institute, and today I'll talk about lifestyle in lipedema, continuing Lipedema June, the awareness month for lipedema. Remembering that I brought the first post of the Lipedema Awareness Month way back, I think it was. In 2016, 2017, it's been quite a while that we've been working on this, and today I'll talk about lifestyle and the impact on lipedema. So it's very clear nowadays that lipedema is directly related to inflammation. So inflammation worsens the symptoms of lipedema and causes its progression. And all these modern conveniences that allowed us to reach where we are with an exorbitant population, with quality of life, with many conveniences and comforts, also brought a lot of inflammation. Much of everything that we have in the modern world ends up generating inflammation in our bodies in some way. For example, we can say that the diet or the production of food is what allowed the population to explode. Obviously, we needed food to feed so many people in the world. The problem is that to do this, there was a change in agriculture. There was the creation of genetically modified foods. There was the choice, the selection of foods that would have more energy potential to meet this increased demand in the world. But all this ended up leading to industrialized foods. For example, we end up eating the same wheat plant. Every day, if you eat at the bakery, if you eat an industrialized cookie, or if you eat at some fancy restaurant, the wheat will be the same. It's the same plant cloned, the same gene, no modification at all. All these factors combine to steer us towards an inflammatory trend in our diet, with a surge in consuming inflammatory foods, sugars, saturated fats, and trans fats. We observe a decline in fruit and vegetable consumption, coupled with an increase in the price of healthier food options. Opting for organic, non-GMO foods free from pesticides frequently leads to higher costs, rendering it unaffordable for many. This societal shift towards a more inflammatory diet is noticeable. And of course, we must consider the influence of a sedentary lifestyle, correct? I remember when I was a kid, to open the car window you had to use force to turn the crank. Nowadays, people don't even do that, right? There's the remote control, electric gates, all that. People work mostly sitting down without moving, and this leads to prolonged sedentary behavior. And sedentary behavior is inflammatory, because what produces anti-inflammatory substances in our body is physical exercise. So as physical exercise decreases, people walk less. It's easier to take an Uber to work, take the car, and park in the lot. By reducing your walking and muscle use, you end up producing fewer anti-inflammatory substances. This can lead to chronic stress, which often arises from the demands of work and daily life. In a vibrant city like São Paulo, specifically at the bustling intersection of Rebusas with Avenida Brasil, the constant stream of cars, occasional protests, noise pollution, blaring horns, and environmental toxins from vehicles and industries all contribute to a stressful urban environment. This fast-paced city life leaves little room for relaxation. Moreover, the temptation of social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok further diminishes opportunities for rest, exercise, or activities that promote overall well-being. The only channel I allow myself to watch is the one from Instituto Amato on YouTube. So take advantage, go down there, click on subscribe, and also on the bell to receive video notifications. After all, we're just talking here about how to improve your life and your family's life. Smoking, tobacco use is also a source of inflammation. Brazil is not one of the countries that smoke the most on the face of the earth, but it's a problem we need to consider. And all this also ends up leading to a wrong sleep cycle. We need to have our circadian rhythm working well. The time to sleep, the time to wake up. I have an entire video talking about sleep hygiene, what's important for sleeping well, and its relation to inflammation. But I'll give a quick practical tip here. We need to have an alarm to go to bed. It's more important than the alarm to wake up. There's no point in pushing it, staying up until late and then waking up early. If you've destroyed your circadian rhythm, you'll have to rebuild it gradually. It won't happen overnight. And lipedema is a chronic disease. It's a disease that you can operate on and remove the fat from your body. But it won't remove the problem. It won't remove the inflammation. You will have to change your lifestyle. You will have to improve the aspects that are causing you inflammation in your daily life. When you have surgery and remove the lipedema fat, you remove your inflammation marker, you won't know when you're inflamed or not. It's like this: when you have lipedema fat and you feel the pain worsening or the swelling, it means that something is getting worse in your lifestyle and you need to improve. Now, if you had surgery and removed this marker, you will have to use other criteria. You won't know as easily when your body is inflamed. But it won't reduce the need for you to change your lifestyle. You will still have to exercise, improve your diet, and pay constant attention to all these aspects of daily life. Whether you've had surgery or not, lipedema, being a chronic disease, is a constant battle against inflammatory factors. So I wanted to remind you that the only way we can produce any anti-inflammatory substance in our body is through physical exercise. For those with lipedema, physical exercise is essential. It is crucial to keep inflammation low, but there's a limit to how much exercise you can do for this, and it has to stay within moderate levels. You can't overdo it or underdo it. That's why it's important to have a daily amount. No one is trying to make an Olympic athlete here. We just want to produce the anti-inflammatory substance to feel good. I talk a lot about this in the book here on the exercise method for lipedema. Just to see, right, a book this size means the topic isn't that simple. There are many aspects we need to consider, especially the stage each person is in, the inflammatory trigger for each person. And this needs to be treated and monitored by your doctor, by your vascular surgeon. Additionally, controlling inflammation through diet. I also talk about this in the anti-inflammatory diet. The anti-inflammatory diet, the most important thing is to remove any food that might be causing you inflammation. The most common ones are wheat, gluten, and dairy. There are others, but this is individual. Some people have no issues with gluten but might have with some other food. I often come across individuals who categorize red meat as an inflammatory food. Contrary to this belief, I am uncertain about the source of such claims. While meat may trigger inflammation in certain individuals, it tends to affect only a small subset. The majority do not encounter issues with red meat. Hence, it's evident that the reactions vary greatly among people. This underscores the significance of an accurate lipedema diagnosis and consistent monitoring. It's vital to recognize that during lipedema surgery, the absence of inflammation markers can cloud your awareness of inflammation, perpetuating its presence in your system, potentially manifesting symptoms in various organs and escalating into severe conditions over time. Having said all that, make sure to subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, grab the link above and send it to your group. Also, remember to click the bell for notifications about our new videos. We're here daily to share videos that enhance your health and your family's well-being. Stay tuned for the next exciting video I have lined up for you to enjoy.